morning. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, February 19th, and we're going to be reading Leviticus 17 through 18.
All right. And what are we reading in Leviticus 17 and 18?
The law about eating blood.
Eating blood.
Yeah. He ate blood. He's guilty.
Yeah.
It was steak and it was pink and there was no blood in it. It was just pink.
Yes, this has been our discussion before we started recording.
That means
And it was pink.
it was pink, but there was no blood.
There was no blood in it, and it was a really good steak.
Yes.
Yes.
But
And you've eaten shrimp, and we talked about that.
No, I have not.
You've not.
you ate ketchup. It looks like blood.
No, let's see. Where's 17 at, Josh?
Catherine thinks of all this conversation.
What does Catherine think?
This is what I do.
All right, we have 17 and 8. And, we have a fist bump over here. There we go. A high five.
Fist bump. We have a fist bump by Catherine. There's a fist bump. Catherine.
Another fist bump. Oh, Catherine has a fist bump too. There we go, Catherine. All right. You ready to start reading, Gabriel?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead?
The law about eating blood. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons, and to all the children of Israel, and say to them, This is the thing which the Lord has commanded, saying, If anyone of the house of Israel
Ritually.
slaughters an ox, a lamb or goat in the camp, or slaughters it outside of the camp, and does not bring it to the entrance of the tent of meeting to offer it as a gift to the Lord before the tabernacle of the Lord, then blood guilt shall be accounted to the man that man he has shed blood, and that man shall be cut off from among his people.
This is so that the children of Israel may bring their sacrifice, which they offer in the open field, even that they may bring them to the Lord at the entrance of the tent of meeting, to the priest, and offer them for peace offerings to the Lord. The priest shall sprinkle the blood on the altar of the Lord at the entrance of the tent of meeting, and burn the fat for a pleasing aroma to the Lord. They shall no more offer their sacrifices to goat demons, after whom they have acted like whores. This shall be a perpetual statute for them throughout their generations. You shall say to them, Any man from the house of Israel or from the foreigners who sojourn among you, who offers a burnt offering or sacrifice and does not bring it to the entrance of the tent of meeting to offer it to the Lord, even that man shall be cut off from among his people. Whoever from the house of Israel or from the strangers who sojourn among you, who eats any manner of blood, I will set my face against that person who eats blood, and will cut them off from among his people. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you on the altar to make atonement for your lives. For it is the blood that makes atonement for the soul. Therefore I said to the children of Israel, No person among you shall eat blood, nor shall any stranger who sojourns among you eat blood. Whoever from the children of Israel or from the foreigners who sojourn among you, who hunts and catches any wild animal or fowl that may be eaten, he shall even pour out the blood and cover it with dirt. For the life of every creature is its blood, and its blood is its life. Therefore I said to the children of Israel, You shall not eat the blood of any creature, for the life of every creature is its blood. Whoever eats it shall be cut off. Every person who eats that which died of itself, or that which was torn by animals, whether he is a native citizen or a foreigner, he shall both wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. Then he shall be clean. But if he does not wash them or bathe his body, then he shall bear his iniquity. Chapter 18, Laws on Immoral Relations. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, I am the Lord your God. After the practices of the land of Egypt from which you lived, you shall not follow, and after the practices of the land of Canaan, to where I will bring you, you shall not follow, nor shall you walk in their ordinances. You shall follow my decrees and keep my ordinances to walk in them. I am the Lord your God. You shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man does them, he shall live by them. I am the Lord. None of you shall approach any of his near relatives to have relations. I am the Lord. You shall not have relations with your father or have relations with your mother. She is your mother. You shall not have relations with her. You shall not have relations with your father's wife, for this exposes your father's nakedness. You shall not have relations with your sister, whether your father's or your mother's daughter, whether raised in the family or another home. You shall not have relations with your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, for this exposes your own nakedness. You shall not have relations with your father's wife's daughter who is raised in your father's family, for she is your sister. You shall not have relations with your father's sister, for she is your father's relative. You shall not have relations with your mother's sister, for she is your mother's relative. You shall not expose the nakedness of your father's brother. You shall not approach his wife for relations, she is your aunt. You shall not have relations with your daughter-in-law, for she is your son's wife. You shall not have relations with her. You shall not have relations with your brother's wife, for this exposes your brother's nakedness. You shall not have relations with a woman and her daughter, nor shall you have her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter, for this exposes the woman's nakedness. They are all near relatives, it is depravity. And you shall not have a woman as a rival wife, who is a sister of your other wife, for this is to expose her nakedness while her sister, your other wife, is still alive. Also, you shall not approach a woman to have relations as long as she is in her menstrual uncleanness. Moreover, you shall not have relations with your neighbor's wife, to defile yourself with her. You shall not let any of your children be offered through the fire to Molech, and so profane the name of your God. I am the Lord. You shall not lie with a man as one does with a woman. It is an abomination. You shall not lie with an animal to defile yourself, nor shall any woman lie with an animal. It is a perversion. Do not defile yourselves in any of these ways, for in these practices the nations I am casting out before you have defiled themselves, and the land has become defiled. Therefore I have punished its iniquity, and the land has vomited out her inhabitants. But you shall therefore keep my statutes and my decrees, and you shall not commit any of these abominations, either the native citizen or any foreigner who sojourns among you. For the people of the land who were before you committed all of these abominations, and the land became defiled. Lest the land vomit you out also when you defile it, as it vomited out the nations that were before you. For whoever shall commit any of these abominations, those persons who commit them shall be cut off from among the people. Therefore you shall keep my ordinances, that you do not commit any of these abominable customs which were committed before you, so that you do not defile yourself by them. I am the Lord your God. That is Leviticus 17 and 18.
Bye, have a good day. Keep watching our channel. Please leave a like or a comment. Bye. Don't eat blood.